Hello, folks, and welcome back to Raving with Rwr here, episode 27, here on my YouTube channel called Songs from the Rwr Room. My YouTube channel dedicated to singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond. And a happy Easter to you all, my co-host today. Over there now and behave yourself. Okay. So yeah, very serious streams sometimes. Welcome everybody, and how you all doing? I hope you're safe and well in these strange times. If you're watching on YouTube, please consider hitting that subscribe button there. It helps me to grow the channel and to get the songs out and to do what I do. As always, the PayPal link is there below. I'm dropping stuff on the ground. Yeah, PayPal. The LME is down in the links below. If you're watching on Facebook, please hit that follow along button as well, please. All links are on the rwrroom.com there, which you'll find. And the stream today, of course, brought to you courtesy of G-Sharp Guitars, the world's finest travel electric guitars there. We have a few live viewers already, and it's great to see you all. Love it. Thank you for joining us. Anna Geen is here, and Chris Link is here over from Germany. Thanks for joining, folks. Lovely to see you. If anybody has any comments or questions for myself or the guest today, which of course is this fella, the brilliant Rwr Rd. He's a singer-songwriter, actor, musician, comedian, donkey lover. No, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. He's a great guy, and I'm very fortunate to not only have him as a friend, but I was very lucky to be brought in as a co-writer on some of these songs on this album, and I'm very proud of that project. I got a free hoodie out of it anyway, so that's good. I'm happy. But let's go over, see what the man is. Please welcome Rwr Rd, aka
Hello, hello. I got my host with me also. Here is my host.
Ron, this has to be very serious.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Serious now.
Well, that was a bunny with long hair due to the lockdown.
Now you're just somebody that I used to know. How are you keeping, and a happy Easter to you?
Wow, very, very well. Yeah, I'm seeing you, so
sure. Look,
couldn't
say
be
all
better.
the right things. Thanks very much. Before I forget, rdiraw.be is your website where people can get your music and hear about your stuff. How's the lockdown going for you? You're in a house full of instruments, and you're surrounded by lovely ladies, and as I said, you have two donkeys and a load of animals, so you have your hands full.
We have our hands full. I have to manage the stables from the donkeys. We have a dog now. I have two girls, stepdaughters. I have my wife. I have my guitars around me, and now we're composing. We're writing stuff. We're making videos, the lockdown videos. So we still we know what to do.
Plenty to do. Yeah, indeed. And come here to me. Go back to the beginning of all this madness. Rwr Rd was your real name, Rwr. Where did the stage name come from? You know that Rwr. When I look in the mirror, it says War, Dr.
Raw, Dr. War.
Dr. Raw. So where did the stage name come from? I assume based on your name, Ron.
Yeah, well, my real name is Rwr Rd.
Yeah.
And when I was working in England, I was working for a coalition. There was a company in London. They couldn't pronounce Rwr Rd. They always said Rwr. And at a certain moment, they said, "Okay, we call you Rwr." So I had my name, Rwr Rd.
That's just where it came from.
Yeah.
So you had So that was it. Rwr Rd was born.
Rwr, but still people have problems with the pronunciation of Rwr. What's your name? Well, Rwr. Ladies and gentlemen, here you have Rwr.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's Rwr is not so easy either. We get some strange ones, but all right. Thanks everybody. By the way, I just put up a few little flashes of people who are watching. Some lady called Caroline there is watching. Who don't know who she is.
Neither do I.
And Bettina's watching there as well. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for dropping in. But so look, this album, I'm very proud to be associated with this album, and this is your first album in the English language. Is that correct? Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, it had a lot to do with a lot of factors. I had Jumeau before I had Jumeau, and at a certain moment, my partner, colleague of Jumeau, he died, and then I went to London, and I did a lot of stuff over there. And at a certain moment, I came back and I said to my wife, "Oh, what am I going to do now?" And then she said, "Well, maybe it's a time to make your own CD." And yeah, I always wanted to make a CD in English, but for that I needed a good co-writer. And of course, at a certain moment, I found a good co-writer. His name is, it's a very, very difficult name to pronounce. It's Rwr, something like that.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him, of course. He's Irish.
Oh.
Oh, no, Scotty. No, he's Irish.
Not sure. He sounds Indian. I think, go on.
And yeah, then we started to writing lyrics and writing music, and it's about 3 years ago now, I think. And yeah, then there was the CD.
It was. We had a great time writing it. We were
Yeah,
over
sure thing.
it was great. Yourself and myself and Rick, of course. We were over in that beautiful cottage over Bittersweet, as it's called.
Bittersweet.
You,
Yeah.
We even wrote it. We wrote a song.
Yeah.
Which we'll play in a while, called Bittersweet. But yeah, beautiful place to work. But it was 2018, wasn't it, when that came out?
Something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Hey, we're getting old, man. We're getting old.
Oh man, it's nearly
sure
time for
thing.
another one.
Yeah. Sure thing.
And then, of course, so let's already play a song, if you don't mind. I as you know, you were one of the first artists to play a live song in my Rwr room when it first appeared, and I was sort of experimenting at the time with different cameras and stuff, and
Yeah.
so
in Ghent.
I in Ghent, back in
In the
Ghent,
small room, yeah.
that's right, the tiny little room in Ghent, and you came in one afternoon and recorded this song with your great accordion player, Ruben, indeed.
Yeah.
And it's definitely, I think it's probably one of my favorite songs. Tell us a little bit about Sleepwalker of St. Edith's Ball, Paul Delvaux.
Paul Delvaux. Well, Paul Delvaux, you talked about the house where we were writing the songs, in where we were writing the songs. And in Bittersweet, that's in St. Edithsbald. And one of the guests in the house in St. Edithsbald was Paul Delvaux. He was a friend of the grandfather of my wife. And they were hanging some litos in the room. And every time we came into the room, we saw these three beautiful women, topless.
Yeah.
And every time we was maybe we have to write something about the
That was a
topless
painting.
women.
That was a painting run, right?
Yeah,
Let's just be clear. Those three
yeah,
topless women.
Yeah, it was more a lito.
It was a painting.
Yeah,
It wasn't- they weren't real.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry. No,
get
no.
it right.
At that moment, not.
That was the after party.
Yeah. And then we went to the museum of Paul Delvaux, and we came to know that the people called him the Sleepwalker of St. Edithsbald. And then we wrote together a song about Paul Delvaux. And one of the things that interested me most, and you too, I suppose, is that he said, well, I'm just doing the things that I feel that I have to do. Whether people like it or they don't, I just have to do it. And I will be my own king in my paintings. And that's like what we are doing.
Yes. I loved his attitude towards it. He had different styles within what he was doing. But he went, look, I'm going to do this. Some people love it, some people don't love it so much, but it's what I'm born to do, and I'm going to do it.
True.
And I think that's what drew me to the idea, as well as yourself, to write this song. And it turned out really well. I'm very happy with the lyrics in this, and you did a great job as well on the lyrics and music run. But let's give it a play.
Yeah.
Folks, this is Sleepwalker of St. Edithsbald, and it's from the brilliant Rwr Rd.
Naked woman waiting for a train, another lying outstretched on the rails. Three topless beauties, big black almond eyes, now the meaner echo in travails. Steam train in an old enchanted forest, mirrored wooden mermaids grow from the trees, singing out a siren song, moonlight on their breasts. Broken engine brings you to your knees. Sleepwalker of St. Dieter's ball, awaken now and see a dream that was within you is living now in me. You only ever wanted to hear your colors sing, painting you could live in, portrait of a king. There's a skeleton of Jesus on the cross, man kneeling on a skull and crossbone floor. Three dead Roman soldiers guard their prize on Calvary, like messengers of death from the wall. Sleepwalker of St. Dieter's ball, awaken now and see a dream that was within you is living now in me. You only ever wanted to hear your colors sing, painting you could live in, portrait of a king. Open doors and open windows, carpet red as blood, street lamps glowing shadows cast their spell. Everything's a blur now, your vision is still true, and death comes like a dreamy aquarelle. Sleepwalker of St. Dieter's ball, awaken now and see that was within you is living now in me. You only ever wanted to hear your colors sing, painting you could live in, portrait of a king.
I had to wait for that little gesture at the end.
Yeah,
It was
it was definitely before the lockdown.
It certainly was. We were all in close quarters then, all right, in that little room. That turned out really well, Ron. I think you'll agree. And Ruben did a fantastic job. He's on the record as well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also for the new Jumeau, he's also playing with me. He's one of the greatest accordion players, Ruben.
He sure is. But I want to just before we'll talk about Jumeau in a moment. But I want to just have a look. There's a few lovely comments coming in here on the chat. Inge says hello there and happy to follow the live show. Let's make the world happier together with beautiful music from Ron. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Inge. There's other for dropping in there. Thomas here from up in the Netherlands. Great to see you all. Katja is over in Rwr Rd. Thanks for tuning
hello,
in.
Katja.
Great to see you. Who am I miss?
Vasco.
Vasco Ook in the reserve against Aaron. Cake and Vanette, the tunes in the garden. Thanks very much, Vasco,
Hi, Vasco.
for tuning in. Great to see you. Daniela up the road there, downtown Warscourt. And of course, Martin Dunnigan, my father, is over there in Ireland. tuning in
Oh,
as well.
hello, the father of
Daddy Rwr.
Daddy Rwr.
What's Carolyn's? Carol, your lovely wife, is saying British documentary, The Skilder, Sleepwalker of St. Elizabeth. What does Caroline mean by that? Ron?
Yeah, that the British documentary makers called Paul Delvaux the Sleepwalker of St. Petersburg.
Ah, that's where it comes from. Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jamie. Jamie McDonald is there as well. Ray Vaughan. Thanks, Jamie. Great to see you all, lads. Thanks very much, everybody, for dropping in and leaving lovely comments for us. Heidi loves that song. Thank you, Heidi. Very
Hi,
nice
Heidi.
to see you all here, and a happy Easter to you all. Indeed. Ron has very kindly offered a CD, maybe two, to lucky listeners, and we'll tell you how you can get a beautiful Rwr CD at the end of the program if you stick with us till the bitter end. If they can stomach us, I don't know if they're going to be able to suffer us for an hour, but we're going to try. So if you like an Rwr CD and you don't have one already, let us know and we'll see if you can win one. That'll be great. That's the, put him down. Is that the new dog you got?
No, that's the host. It's a small host.
Oh, is it small host?
Yeah, the rabbit with long hair.
Ron, I told you this has to be a serious interview.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't I mention that in the sound check?
No, you didn't.
No,
Oh, yes, you did.
Show me your serious face. That's better. Okay. Now we'll continue.
Yeah.
Your Facebook page, by the way, folks. If anyone's watching on Facebook, please give Rwr Music a like on Facebook there as well, please. Tell me about the man who produced this album. He's a great man.
Well,
our friend Ben, yeah.
Our friend Ben, well, he co-produced the CD, and he had his former group. He had Sunstroke, and he also had a shop in Ghent, a music store, the Sound Factory. But he had Sunstroke, and now Sunstroke is again worldwide known because people start to find again his records that he made 30 years ago, I guess.
Oh, this was a label he had, was it?
No, it was his group. His group.
I thought he actually had Sunstroke.
Yeah.
No. I was like, what? When did he get Sunstroke?
You told me it had to be serious now? No.
Oh, sorry, okay, I'll be serious.
Sorry, okay.
My fault. Go on.
Your father was... no, sorry. And yeah, he worked together with me for producing the CD, and he did a very good work, Ben. And now we're working on new projects, and we'll see what's come of that.
Yeah, he's a great producer. And did you do all this work in the same cottage, or was it in your home studio, or was it a bit on both?
No, the most of the things were here in my home studio.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You have a lovely setup there. You were giving me a guided tour earlier on, but I also wanted, before I forget, I wanted to ask you about you play some lovely hand-built guitars. You have some lovely instruments in your collection.
Yeah.
Does the wife know?
About what?
Guitars.
I have some guitars. And you know what they say, if my wife is going to sell the guitars, the price, I told her that they will cost...
that they cost. Yeah, I want to be careful with that, because they end up selling, when you're gone. Stay inside and stay safe, away from this corona. Exactly.
But the last guitar I bought was a guitar made by Peter van Daal. And he's a Belgian, a Flemish guitar, luthier, actually. Okay. And yeah, it's a very... Look, I have it here with me.
Brilliant.
It's all handmade, you see, and it's with its own monitoring.
It has its own monitor built.
Yeah, you can really hear your own sound.
Wow, it sounds great there. Yeah.
And there's something special about this guitar. About 2 months ago, my mother died, and my uncle called my mother Tanne, and the luthier built in the name Tanne. You see the name here?
Oh yeah, wow, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. So this guitar is called Tanne after my mother.
Amazing. Because yeah, you lost your mother not too long ago,
No.
unfortunately,
Yeah, yeah.
to
But
Alzheimer's. She was suffering a long time with Alzheimer's, you were saying, and
yeah, she was. And fortunately for us, she died before the lockdown.
you were saying that,
Maybe it
yeah.
sounds strange, but
No. I know my friend Katya had the same situation in her family recently there as well, where she lost her mother-in-law in the
Yeah.
middle of the corona, and it changes everything, you know, with all the funeral arrangements, and so yeah,
True.
again, kind of lucky that it happened when it did. But while we're on that topic, maybe you could tell us a little bit about the show that you're in, and you wrote this with your lovely wife. Alzheimer Komt is a show that you do. It's in Flemish, obviously, but just tell us a little bit about that, please.
well, my mother, as I told before, my mother she had, yeah, now I have to say she had
Yeah.
Alzheimer's disease. And at first, Caroline, my wife, and I wrote a song about it. Alzheimer Komt. And then afterwards, we made a show because we had something to say. We would love to tell the story about how we feel about this all. But we were not. We didn't make it too serious. So there's a lot of humor in the show.
Yeah.
And at a certain moment, the show is not only about Alzheimer's disease, but it's also can love conquer Alzheimer's disease. And now that my mother died, we saw that there's more love than Alzheimer. So
Yeah.
for us, it was, yeah, love can conquer, can
overcome
overcome Alzheimer. Yeah.
It was. I mean, obviously, I probably only got about 50% of the humor and the story because it's all in Flemish, obviously. But it's a very moving show. You know, it's even though it's a theatre piece, it's strong, it's comedic, some beautiful music in there. I don't know if anybody else out there has seen the show. Let us know if you saw it and what you thought of it. I know a lot of the people watching this have seen Alzheimer Komt, and it's a beautiful thing. Katja is just saying, sorry for your loss, Ron. My mother-in-law, yeah, also died from Alzheimer's,
Yeah.
but in the middle of the crisis. So yeah, it is, as you said. There's a lot to be said for being able to say goodbye to loved ones. You know, when you can, and it changes everything. This dreadful disease
True.
has changed everything. But yeah, so folks, if you haven't seen Alzheimer Komt, some information there I put up on the screen. Look, the Facebook
Thanks.
page is there. Check it out. It's a gorgeous show. Like I said, it's not too serious. Ron also has his other website, which is just rwr.be, and that gives you, isn't it? It gives you links to your acting stuff and your musical stuff, and of course to Alzheimer Komt.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the song Bittersweet. We'll link to that. I think it's appropriate.
Well, Bittersweet, the house in St. Petersburg where we were writing the songs, is called in Flemish Bitterzoet.
Bittersweet.
And it's a nice cottage. It's
It is.
a house in the middle of nature, near the seaside, and it has such an energy that when you're writing songs and lyrics over there, you just have to plug them out of what's hanging over there. And at a certain moment, Dai and I, or Dai said, said,
I said.
maybe we have to compare it with an old lady, this house. And so we did. And yeah, it is also a house where everybody is very welcome. And you can feel it. You can feel the soul of that house every time you step into the house. When you come
sure
into
can.
the house, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you can. Yeah, feel the love and the spirits that have gone before us. As soon as you walk in, it's just a beautiful old farmhouse.
And now we have to say, now they are renovating the house, but there's still the same energy, the same spirit is still in there in the house.
It's
We
gorgeous, yeah.
feared a little bit that when they're going to renovate the house, that everything, that the spirit will be gone. But no, everything is it feels just like
Just
it
the
was
same.
before. Yeah,
It's beautiful, beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful house. And who are the musicians? I know in this particular video, these are from your own collection now. You have a wonderful contrabass player in this.
Yeah, this was. I think you're talking about the live version, eh?
I am. It's a live. Yeah,
Yeah.
these are all live versions. Yeah.
Yeah, the live version is together with Ruben on accordion again, and Trui Amerlink. She's a very great bass player.
She is. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Amazing.
love to play with her, making music together.
And was this recorded? She's amazing. Yeah, and great singer as well. I saw her
Yeah.
against a feasting, of course.
Yeah.
It was recorded just in a little back garden session, I think, was it?
Yeah, it was in my garden. It was a tryout for the Gentse Feesten. We
Right.
had to play for the Gentse Feesten, and it was the first time that we actually played together.
Well, let's have a listen.
Yeah.
I think you did a great job. This is bittersweet. Again, very delighted to be a part of this song in my own little way.
Yeah.
Great song from Ron's album, Bittersweet.
Yeah. Never was a door knock left unanswered. Never was a stranger turned away. Always a warm and a friendly welcome for travelers who'd often pass this way. The fire was always burning in the heart. The coffee always hot and always strong. Food would be plentiful and always made with love. Hungry bellies were not hungry long. We christened this house bittersweet. She's been here longer than we can recall. These walls have felt the years, heard the laughter, seen the tears. She's been a sanctuary for us all. The antique clock hasn't worked for years. In bittersweet times stand still. Here you will forget what day it is, as the charms went you to her will. In later years she fell to dereliction, like a beautiful woman old and grey. But we could not stand to see her fall, so we helped her fight another day. We christened this house bittersweet. She's been here longer than we can recall. These walls have felt the years, heard the laughter, seen the tears. She's been a sanctuary for us all. Ruby, hey! Horses long since bolted. It is time to close the stable doors. Bittersweet has seen 10,000 sunsets. I hope she will see 10,000 more. I hope she will see 10,000 more. I hope she will see 10,000 more.
Mighty stuff, Rwr Rd, folks.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful version of that. You know, there's a lovely swing to it.
Yeah, and then I have to say that people can still book us for the trio.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
you do house concerts as well as bigger
House
shows,
concerts,
right?
bigger
Yeah.
shows. Yeah, we also have the full group, the full band. But yeah, mostly people can't afford it, so we're playing in the trio.
Yeah, indeed. And
It's
it's a
a
beautiful
totally
sound you
different.
make.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
absolutely. And of course, maybe even solo if they need it as well, right? You do,
True.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You love what you do. You have a great passion for music and for life. You know, I only know you personally a couple of years, but I could feel that from you immediately. It comes across in your work. Um, you know, it's just a pity you're not funny,
No, I'm not funny. I'm not funny at all. Sorry.
and
Sorry.
it's a pity you can't act either.
No, sorry. Sorry. Here is the host again.
Put your hair back. Get back.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I'm not
Look,
funny.
look, you just
Sorry.
started now. Look.
Look here.
See, you're just not drunk enough. That's what.
No.
Okay, I was wondering what was going on.
Oh, that's for Christmas.
Stop it now. Serious.
Okay.
Here we go.
Sorry.
So, welcome back to the serious part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking to Rwr Rd, and it's great to see you all. Angagin is wondering, where is your green guitar, Ron? I don't know what she means by that, but
My green guitar. Wait.
Maybe
Yeah. It's
or is it a ukulele?
A ukulele. I have
Must be
somewhere
a ukulele.
over here. I have a
somewhere
green
there,
ukulele.
which is there still anyway. Okay, that
Yeah,
answers your question. And again,
And again, I still have the green guitar. Ukulele. Sorry,
a nice one.
Avalon. Avalon is my daughter-in-law.
Hello, Avalon van der Steenen. Thank you for tuning in.
Ah,
Great to see you. And Peter is there giving the thumbs up. And,
Peter. Peter, I
yeah.
just talked about this beautiful guitar of you.
Oh, he's the man who made it. Wow,
Yeah,
Peter.
he's the
Amazing.
maker of this amazing guitar. Yeah,
Amazing guitar.
he's also building ergonomic guitars.
As in, like, slightly molded up here, or how do you mean by...
No, ergonomic is that the frets, these are the frets.
Oh, fan
Is that
frets.
they go-
Yeah, we call them
How do you
fan
call it?
frets.
Fan frets, yeah.
Fan frets, I think you mean.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
wow. They're also beautiful instruments to play. They look a bit weird, but when you hold them, they feel perfectly fine in the hand.
Yeah.
But that's wonderful work, Peter. Yeah, keep up the good work.
Yeah,
Tell us
Peter.
about this. Yeah, sorry, go on.
I said, yeah, Peter, keep up the good work.
Yes, Peter, keep up the good work. I wanted, on a serious note, though, I do want to talk to you about your acting work as well, because you have a long career and history on stage and screen. How did that start for you? And let's talk about the beginning of it, and we'll lead up to what you're doing now on that program that you're in at the moment.
Well, my first rock group was in 1975. So that's way back when. 1975, I had my first rock group, and we rehearsed a full year on one show, and we played one show, and we had 3 people in the audience. So it was really a big success at that time. Yeah. And then when I was 18, it's 1979. So in 1979, I had my first cabaret group. And it was together with Pat van der Hagen and Peter Malvliet. And in 1984, we were laureaten. How do you call it in English, laureaten?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah, you did not win, but we were the three last.
You were the runners up. You were the runners.
Yeah,
up.
we were the
Yes.
runners up.
I
Yeah.
see.
Of Cabaret in Holland, in Delft, Cabaret Festival. And there, a little story is the one of the guys who had to make sure that we were not hungry was he had to make and buy the little sandwiches for us.
Yeah.
That was what's his name again? Oh, the Dutch guy. Oh, yeah, I forgot his name. No way. Maybe someone will.
Somebody
will,
might be able to remind you of that in the chat.
Yeah. Paul de Leeuw, that was his name.
Right.
But I don't think you know him.
I don't know.
So in 1979, I had my first cabaret group. In 1984, we played in Cabaret in Holland with that group. In 1984, I had my first radio shows with Pat van der Hagen. It was in the morning. We did a radio cabaret, they called it. And then I went on and on and on and on and on. I had my own rock group, Rosehip, in I think the 80s.
Yeah.
I had some other rock groups. Meanwhile, I was playing on television for Family. In 2000, I played for Family.
Was that the big kind of break in the acting thing for you then?
No,
Family, or was
no.
there stuff after that?
Yeah. Before I did some theater too, but it was more on a low base.
Yeah.
But then in 1998, I started with Jumeau. And really, Jumeau, that was for me, was the thing that really was pushing everything.
You had great success with Jumeau.
Yeah, we had the first show we made with Jumeau, the Jumeau one. We played more than 400 shows with that show only. So we played 3-4 times a week at that time. So I did Jumeau for about 15 years, I guess. And then my colleague from Jumeau died. The new guy from Jumeau died. But we played with Jumeau. We played in South Africa. We played in Vegas. We played in France. We played in Spain. We played in Holland. We played everywhere.
Yeah. Jumeau was a big show for you.
Yeah.
So let's just talk a little bit more about Jumeau and your partner in that show. Just tell us a bit about him and how you got together.
Well, the first 3 shows was with another companion. It was with Rick de Bonne. And actually, Rick, he was my teacher in classical piano. And every time I came at his place for playing the piano, I was... He said, I think you're a singer. I said, yeah, I'm a singer and I like to play piano, but every note I played, I was singing. He said, oh, maybe we ought to do something together. And so we did something together because he had a classical concert, and he said, yeah, you can come with your guitar. And I had to be totally in black. So the only black thing I had was a leather pants. Leather pants and a t-shirt without sleeves. So I was going to play some classical music over there together with him. And of course, all of a sudden, everybody was laughing with us. It was the combat between the classical musician and the rock musician.
I see.
And before we knew it, we were playing a few weeks, and before we knew it, people started to ask us, "Can you come up at our house?" So we started with house concerts, but before we knew it, we were playing in theaters, and we were playing 3-4 times a week. And I did together with Rick. I did 3 shows. And then I had something. Okay, we're repeating ourselves. I want to stop with Jumeau at this point. Although people said no, we want more shows, but we had the feeling, no, we're repeating ourselves. Yeah. It's not good. So I did something else. I did Mo because I was the half of Jumeau. I was Mo. My camera, okay. And I did Mo together with Peter Merks, who is a clarinet player, and Rembert de Smet. The Rembert de Smet is the singer, songwriter. You know him from Esta Loco. And you know him from Lena, Twee Belgen.
Indeed.
Yeah, but he died also in the same year as Frederick died. And then a few years later.
Have some more beer.
Yeah. Okay, I will. A few years later, I started a new Jumeau with Frederick Kalen, and we played all over the world together, and this was great. Nice. But my colleague Frederick, he had a very heavy backpack.
Yeah.
And
a lot of weight on his shoulders, he did.
Yeah. And at a certain moment, he decided to step out of life, and I think he's happy now.
Sad story, but you had a lot of great times together, and that's what's important,
yeah,
right?
Sure thing.
You sure did. Yeah, he was the stories you told me about him. He was a lovely man, and you had great times together.
Yeah, always fun. Always fun. Yeah,
And
on
what is
stage
the-
and on
stage and off
stage,
stage.
on stage, we had such a feeling together. We just had to look at each other. We didn't rehearse very much because we didn't like rehearsing.
You just had that gel. You just had
Yeah,
that
but,
connection.
okay, and everything happened. For us, we played so many times together, but every show was almost another show.
Awesome.
We had the basic, but there were so many improvisations every time again, and it was, oh, what is he trying to do now? Oh, he's trying to
one
do.
of those.
Oh no, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, you got to feed off each other. I love it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love it. I
yeah,
love it. I love it.
yeah, yeah.
And what is the show you're in now? The TV series that you're working on right now?
Oh, the TV series is now Dertigers. Dertigers, and it's a TV show, a TV program about people who are in their 30s. People who are in their 30s.
Yes, yeah, you fit in well. Yeah.
Voilà. And one of the girls in Dertigers, she fell in love with a guy who was a little bit older, and that was the second season. And now we are going to start the third season. Normally we would start in May with recording, but due to the lockdown, we have to wait. Maybe it will be after summer that we are going to record everything. We'll see.
So it's all kind of on lockdowns, all on standby.
Everything.
Of course, everything is just kind of stopped.
Everything.
Yeah, in its tracks. Of course.
Yeah.
But it seems to be a successful show. I mean, obviously, I don't watch it.
Well, I guess you wouldn't understand it too.
No, probably not. But yeah, but I've seen lots of stuff that you've been posting on your social media and stuff, and lovely to see, the sets and the characters. And I hear it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of TV fun.
It's
and
fun.
It's,
It's a very lovely team to work together with these young people. I'm one of the oldest then, but it's so fun to play together.
It
with
must
them.
be. It must be. Let's have another song, Chief. Let's
Yeah.
talk about a lot of these songs. Have serious stories behind them, whether it's tragic or just heartfelt stories. But this is a heartfelt story, just like the Lone Ranger was a story that really drew me in when we decided to co-write this song. So give us a little bit of background, please, about the song, just like the Lone Ranger.
Just like the Rwr Ranger. Well, I have a very good friend, and at a certain moment, this friend told me, well, he had also a very difficult childhood, and he said, I have, You're still there? Okay.
I'm still here. I'm just putting it up on screen. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So he had a very tough childhood, and he said, "There's one place in my heart where nobody can get in."
Yeah.
And it's locked, and only I have the key, he said. And it did. When I told you this, you said, yeah, maybe it's like the guy, the Lone Ranger with the mask on. He's always hiding himself a little bit. He's never showing his real me. And this is what the song is actually about. And the Lone Ranger had also a friend, and his friend was Tonto. Yeah. And in the beginning, when my wife and I were together, she always said to the children that I was an Indian. I was an Apache or something like that because of my tattoos.
Yeah.
And the Toto was also an Indian, was also an Apache. Yeah. So everything fit together.
It just kind
and
of
it's
blended.
actually, this is a song about friendship.
It's and a beautiful song it is. This is one of the songs I would play myself actually at live gigs because I love the story behind it. I love playing it. Here is Just Like the Lone Ranger, folks, from the brilliant Rwr Rd.
The moonlight, it cuts straight into my room. All the young souls sleep around me. Old ghosts start to haunt me. The silence descends. I stare through the darkness and dream. This man mask that I wear keeps my secrets inside. My old body don't alright, shotgun watching my back as the bullets fly by, keeping me out of harm's way. Riding the range on my own trusty steed, I silver way, out on the prairie, chasing outlaws, just like Lone Ranger. Out on this highway, I live high and I drink upstream from the herd. We're all in the gutter, as Oscar Wilde said, but I'm still looking at the stars. Riding the range on my old trusty steed, I silver way, out on the prairie, chasing outlaws, just like Lone Ranger. Now I am older, I still wear my mask. Less scared now of ghosts into darkness. I've been through the mill, but I'm over that hill. I'll always be the Lone Ranger, riding the range on my own trusty steed. I silver way, out on the prairie, chasing outlaws, just like a Lone Ranger, riding the range on my old trusty steed. I silver way, out on the prairie, chasing outlaws, just like a Lone Ranger, just like Lone Ranger.
Yeah, the gorgeous dobro guitar and a gorgeous Kaiser capo on top of it.
Yeah, this was the guitar that Annegien was talking about.
She saw it in a photograph and it reflects everything. And you were
Yeah.
up against the bush.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it was
well-
green
well,
all over it.
The photographer, Els, she asked me, can you go into your pool to
Yeah.
just take a picture with your guitar? So I went into my pool and yeah.
That's what it was. A gorgeous.
It was a
gorgeous
reflection
dobro
was
guitar.
green.
It was
Yeah.
a reflection. That's what she meant.
Yeah, true.
Annegien is a big fan, so I think we might have to send Annegien a CD.
True.
Will we do that? So there
Yeah.
you go, Annegien, courtesy of RD Raw. We'll get a CD to you. Anybody else who likes, who doesn't have an RD Raw CD, let us know, and maybe we'll send you one if the Easter spirit allows it. I'm just looking at some more lovely comments here coming in from the interweb. Somebody said, I'm going to find it first. Somebody said, I'm going back, you see, to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, Niels is watching. Hello, Niels. Thanks for tuning in.
watching.
We are watching. Thank you very much.
Yo, hi Niels.
Somebody said that's my favorite. Tano said that's my favorite.
Tano is Italian.
Ah,
Yeah.
hello, Tano. Welcome
Tano.
from Italy. What's this lady saying about the family?
Well, Bettina is my niece, and she says this way the family is together on
Very
Eastern.
nice. It's
Yeah.
lovely. That's very nice, Bettina. Thank you for tuning in, and go, Daddy. From-
I think that's my son.
I think it might be.
Yeah, yeah.
Tom says a CD would be lovely, so we might have to
Okay.
send one to Tom as well. We'll see. We won't have one for everybody, but I think maybe Tom and Annagine are going to get one for sure.
But I still have some CDs, so
Yeah, we'll. Catcher loves that song too. I love that song too, Catcher. Thank you for saying that. So yeah, I was going to say, where's your hair gone?
my hair. This one, you mean?
Oh yeah, what you were wearing that in a. There you go. That's better.
Yeah.
No, that's
No,
much
no.
better.
I'm more a Russian now.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I saw you wearing that in a clip. You made a very lovely video for some show you were doing. Was that Jumeau or was that something else?
Yeah, that is for Jumeau, for the
It
new
is for
Jumeau, for the new Jumeau, because the new Jumeau will be in Flemish, and it will be more cabaret. And seeing that we couldn't get away here, we had to make a movie, a video clip, all on my own, and my wife Caroline, she was filming it. So I had to play the several persons, all the different persons.
That's the different characters you did.
All the different characters. So I had the wake. I was playing the rock with my hair like that and things like that. Yeah. So it was really fun making this little video clip. And now we're making a new video clip for a song called Alles op het gemak. And Alles op het gemak is everything at ease.
Everything at ease.
Everything at ease. Yeah.
I don't think you're never at ease. You're one of the most hyperactive men I've ever met in my life. Or do you not?
Although at home I'm mostly very at ease.
That's because the wife has the wooden spoon and the rolling pin going, sit down. And
You know my wife. I know you know my
I
wife.
do.
Yeah.
She just won't tolerate it. She won't.
Yeah,
Caroline
I know.
just you've met your match. She can
Yeah, she's
she-
the most
she keeps you
beautiful
grounded.
wife. She's the most beautiful wife in the world.
You're only saying that because she's watching now.
No,
I'm just joking, Caroline.
I say this every day to her.
Every day.
We even wrote a song about thanks to you.
We did actually. There's 11 songs on Ron's album. Beautiful album.
Yeah.
So it's all worn away here. I've been playing it so much I've torn lumps out of it. But I'm very honoured that to be part of this album in the sense that I got to co-write a few of the songs on there. Under the Walnut Tree, of course, dedicated to your dear
Frederick.
friend Frederick from
Yeah.
Jumeau. Yeah, thanks to you. That's the one that
That's
was
the
written
one
for
from-
his beautiful wife Caroline.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
absolutely. And
And we
she
also
is-
wrote a song for my son, you know.
Yeah,
It
did.
work of art. Yeah.
Yeah, with all the family and all the history is in there. I think it's
Yeah.
it's a great
Sure
piece
thing.
of work. It really is. I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan and I'm associated with it, but it is really a beautiful album.
Thank
And
you.
all credit to everyone who made this. You know, you had a good team behind you.
Yeah,
You had a good
sure
team,
thing.
which
Sure thing.
very. Is there what's the next on the agenda? Just rehearsals with Humo and work Jumeau, sorry. Humo,
Yeah.
something else.
Well, working on Jumeau, the new Jumeau. Normally we had the premiere the 2nd of October, but we think that it won't be able to do the premiere, not only for the premiere, but also for the rehearsals. We don't have any time for rehearsing. And seeing that it's a show that has to grow with the three
Yeah.
musicians with whom we are playing, I'm thinking to delay the premiere. And furthermore, we're now making another clip for Jumeau, maybe together with Peter and Ruben, but on distance because they're
Yes.
filming at home. And we still have some Alzheimer's to go. And I hope soon Dertigers will start again with the shooting of.
Yeah.
But
It'd be nice if
everything
it
is
comes back.
uncertain at this moment. We really don't know what's going to happen. It's our living, you know it too. It's
Yeah,
our
it's-
living, and we don't know. When are we going to perform again? All the festivals this summer will
they're probably looking like they're all going to be gone. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
they're strange times, but
Yeah.
we'll try and keep each other's spirits high by singing songs on
Yeah.
stuff like this. We'll do live streams. We'll try and bring the music to people in the best way we can. Mika, we heart Rwr Rd. Thank you, Mika.
Thank you, Mika.
Ik ook, Mika. Ik heart him ook. It's great. Listen,
That's hard.
It's a hard whole life. Oh dear. Oh, look,
here's again. Go away.
Sit. Sit. Stay.
Okay. Yeah.
Serious. Okay. We're going to finish off with a song called Old Rick. Again, a brilliant story. Tell us the story behind Old Rick. I love this. It's a very up-tempo. It's a good one to finish off the interview on, and it's a good up-tempo.
Yeah, for this
hearty
song, I go back to 1984 when I did my civil service. You could choose whether you could go to the army or you could do some civil service, and I did some civil service. And I was working in a hospital for my civil service. And at a certain moment, I came into the room of an old man. He was 84 years old, and his name was Peke. We called him Old Rick in the song because it sounds better. Old Rick than Peke.
And Rick was with us in the room.
Rick was with us.
Rick.
The other, not the old Rick, the new Rick. Yeah,
the new Rick.
The younger version. And at a certain moment, the doctor told Peke, you're not allowed to smoke anymore, and you're not allowed to drink any alcohol anymore. But at a certain moment, I came in his room, and Peke was smoking a little cigar, and he was drinking something, And I said, Peke, you're not allowed to drink, and you're not allowed to smoke. At that time, it was even possible to smoke in the hospital. You had rooms where people could smoke. You can't imagine that anymore. And at a certain moment, he looked at me and I said, Ron, I'm 84 years old. I did everything I wanted to do in my life. Now, I want to die at my way.
Yeah.
And
wonderful.
It always stayed with me. And for me, this is, I want to live this way. Do the things you love and love the things you do. That's what we also said in the song, or we also say in the song. And since then, I live like that.
That's fantastic. Yeah, and it's a great song. Caroline is reminding me of something here as well. We can check that. Yeah, we can check that Jumbo.
Yeah, she wrote Jumbo, but it's an autocorrector, I think.
It's autocorrect. Jumbo video. So folks, click on that later on in the comment section, and you'll get to see the new Jumbo video. Thanks for that, Caroline. But look, folks, we're going to finish off the interview. We're going to finish off the interview in a moment. But first of all, I want to play this great song from Rwr Rd called Old Rick. Yeah. What's the line again, Rick? Do what you love and
love what you do.
What you do.
Yeah, sure thing. Guys, dit is zo'n amazing kunnen zijn. We moeten wel de tekst kennen. I used to rescue Rick from the hospital. Took him to the pub next door. I told the nurse I'd take him for a walk. We'll be back in an hour, we swore. Cigarette smoke down to our fingertips. Beer washed down with more beer. The man and the boy like two old friends. The student and the teacher sit and steer. Rick was 80, I was just 20. He was an old man of the sea. 60 years between us, but we didn't care. Two kindred spirits, him and me. He had an anchor tattooed on his drinking arm. Now he's anchored to his hospital bed. There in that bar on his high stool. try to be someone's shot of whiskey. Then everybody's cup of tea. One of his many great sayings that has always stayed with me. Now he's an albatross flying. His friendship back then gave me hope. One day we'll meet over the ocean, and we'll have one more for the road. And he said, don't let your anchor hold you back. You got to roll with the swell of the sea. Do what you love and love what you do. Live your own way, that's the key. Oh, the water is stormy. Your ship may be on its way down. Steady as she goes, facing that road. Keep your head up, you won't drown. You won't drown. La 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 la. Precies. Beetje luider met het buur, ook is het erbij. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ruben.
Great song, great band.
Thank you.
Great vibe.
Beer washed down with more beer.
Beer washed down with more beer. Love what you do what you love, and love what you do. If music be the food of love,
Play on. That's on my arm.
as a wise
yeah.
man once said,
Yeah,
and as you
yeah.
always say. Ron, it was an absolute pleasure talking to you today, and thank you so much for being here and for sharing
you.
your great music with us. Rwr.be will give you everybody information. Rwr.be will give people information about your acting and other
Yeah, true.
Alzheimer Compt and different shows. I hope that we'll get through this time and we'll see each other very soon down the road, sir.
So do I. Thank you.
Thanks for being with us today, Ron. All the very best. Ciao, sir. Now, folks, thank you very much to the brilliant Rwr Rd, and thank you all very, very much also for tuning in and for leaving some lovely comments up there on the comment section. We will see each other next time on Raving with Rwr. From myself and my co-host, all the very best and a very happy Easter to you all.